So it's 11 here. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, give or take.
Uh-huh.
I think it's about time I share one of the more interesting stories.
Uh-huh.
So, the food debate had... Okay, I do have to put forward, that is one of my more derisive videos, because I did not anticipate...
Divisive?
Yes. Derisive, divisive, whatever. It's all of the vicesives. Because everyone I show that to, or everyone that comes across it and speaks with me, like, I apparently touch on some deep nerves with some people. And I was in conversation with my dad about it, because he and I agree on a lot of the points that I made. But what I put forward to him was that no one has asked me yet where human flesh falls on the list. What category does it go in? And the problem is I already have an answer. And for that, it goes into a roast. Like, meat on its own with, like, a handful of other ingredients and, but, like, the main density of it being meat, to me, is a roast. So if you're just consuming human flesh... Now, if you're putting human flesh in other things, then it kind of just becomes an ingredient. But if more than 90% of the dish that you're presenting is meat, then I would say it's a roast. But that's not the point of this. Because with that prompting, he proceeds to ask me if I remember the Tamale lady. And I do, because my dad used to work for a check cashing and payday loan kind of place. And there was a lot of Hispanic clientele. And he had this lovely lady who would come in and would sell tamales by the absolute bag load, right? Dozens of these things. And I distinctly recall that he's like, do you ever remember how she stopped coming around? And I was like, yeah, I remember one day, you just stopped coming home with tamales. Because they were fucking delicious, man. They were so fucking good. And, he proceeds to tell me that he found out, a year later, that the reason she stopped coming was because she was placed into federal prison.
What the fuck?
And
well,
not just cute federal prison, right? That'd be one thing.
Cute? What? Hold on. What the fuck's the difference between federal prison and cute federal prison?
We don't have time for me to expound on that. What we do have time for is for me to continue and to say that as the story was relayed to him, her husband went missing.
Oh no.
Now, she told law enforcement who were looking for him that he had fled back to Mexico.
I see where this is going.
And they checked with his friends in Mexico. He had not. In fact, they had not heard from him in years. Now, when police questioned her directly, she admitted that he had
trike.
Oh, nice. He had been cheating on her with multiple different suitors. And she was fucking fed up with it, right? And that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable. But...
More like she was fed up with the
There's a bunch of this trike left.
So, she's sick of it, right? She's absolutely done dealing with that bullshit. So she kills him. She fucking murders him. But she doesn't just murder him, right? Because the thing about murdering someone is the body has to go somewhere. And, she made tamales, right?
No.
Knew it. I knew it.
Now, the asterisk here is my dad, Brandon, was hands down her biggest customer. Now, we, being myself, my sister, and my dad, did not notice a fluctuation in quality or taste. So, because we never got to speak with her directly, we have no way of knowing if she sort of set it up in such a way that she made sure that we, being her, like, biggest and best customers, weren't given any of those portions. Or equally as likely, because we were her biggest customers, because she knew that we would eat them and not complain, because she knew what she was doing with spices and all this, that, and the etc., there is not an insignificant chance that I have eaten human flesh.
This story went from 0 to 100 in like